For any state vast growth, a design was already built in December 2019. It was found like some more clarity is required in order to understand the given design. So now I'm going to take some real-time examples and walk through the design just for better understanding. So this is going to be a materialistic topic where some set of real-time examples are being taken just for understanding purpose. Okay, and this should help you to understand what the design is all about. So how the state growth can be improved or the development can be improved through technology. Okay, so the very first point is, if you look at any kind of MNC company or like a process oriented companies, what they do exactly, like they do follow the guidelines. What is guidelines? The guidelines are already built in the past, or maybe 10 years or 20-30 years of study, like or vast study the different set of guidelines are already built. So the same guidelines are being followed by the big companies, multinational companies, the very big companies. So that's why we can see the kind of delivery or the work delivery they do is quite different when we compared with anything else. Okay, so the underlying point is same, like we are going to fetch those guidelines, those are being used by the corporate world currently, and we are going to apply in the state growth. It is quite easy to apply or to deliver the given task, that is the state growth, the state vast growth. Okay, so it may be new, so that's why it may be new, so that's why what I'm trying to do, this is kind of a first time that is being done, where the process is integrated with the governance or with the state or with the country for its growth. So I just noted down some of the points, like, okay, so as said in the design, okay, before that the design link will be given in the description if you haven't come across the design. Okay, so if you look at the design part, the very first point that was mentioned is the citizens are going to make a call to the help desk for anything and everything, and that is for everyone. Okay, so you may feel like weird, like, hey, how come like we can, the whole state calls to a given help desk, one help desk for everything, how they're going to maintain? If you look at the existing companies, very big size company, they do handle billions of records, billions of data. Okay, and for a state, if you take maybe 8 crore population state, okay, so how many calls we may receive? So it's all about data, all about the count of the calls that we receive. It's all about handling the calls. It shouldn't be a big thing. Okay, all we need is the resource to handle, the infrastructure to handle, and the technology to handle. Okay, so don't worry much about handling the calls. Okay, why I'm saying that is, in the existing governance system, a new things were added, new blocks were added. These are the new blocks, like this is one block, this is second block, and this is project pool, this is a third block, and this is the fourth block. So although this is existing only, again this is existing only. Okay, so if you already watched the design, then from there you can continue this part. Okay, so very first part may be high volume of court cases. Okay, maybe if you want to get this kind of points, you can watch some news channel, or you can look around, or it's kind of anything which is kind of open things that you see around, like everyone show their frustration or different things, right? You pray God for different things. So yeah, the solution, this is the solution for everything, right? Okay, so high volume of court cases. Okay, so here we are not giving the solution for everything. Okay, all we are doing is channelizing the things in order to make it better, in order to make it effective. Okay, to work in an efficient manner. Okay, so maybe once you go through all this, some set of sample examples, you will get some clear understanding. Okay, high volume of court cases, maybe first one point I can take. So maybe if you look at the court part, and maybe who is interacting with courts, it may be Supreme Court, High Court, whatever it is. So everyone is frustrated, like like high volume of court cases are there. So what this design tells, okay, so anyone, the citizen is going to call to the help desk and raise a voice in the sense like raise a query, or saying that a high volume of court cases are there. Maybe even someone judge himself who can see the issue going on in the current world. They can call the help desk, and if the given issue is found to be justifiable to create an incident, okay, a incident will be created by the incident management office. So this is a new body that is being developed in the existing governance system. Okay, they are going to raise the incident management office. So what is, like, we have a solution to it? We already have a solution to it? No. Okay, so what we can do, we don't have a solution for it, so that goes to the problem management office. So this is the existing problem management office, the existing government body. They are going to look into it. They can form different committees if required. If they already know the solution, or if they can come up with a solution to solve the given issue, then it's fine. Otherwise they can form different committees, committee 1, committee 2, committee 3, or whatever it is, and give the SLA. Okay, so they are going to get the recommendations, suggestions, and they are going to consolidate everything, and they'll pass down to the government office, the CM office. Okay, if it is high court cases or a state specific issue, then CM is going to review the consolidated solution, or in the solution the approach will be given. Okay, so they, and if they found it, if it is found to be good, like, and if they want to go ahead with that, and they want to implement the solution, then they give the approval, and maybe a project, so that goes here and that comes here, and a project manager will be picked from the pool, and they are going to work on it. They can work with some third party, or they can work with anyone, like they can work and ensure like it is implemented, and the implemented data is again updated back to PMO, problem management office, and that can be updated to here for review purpose. And once everything is done, that will be notified back to the citizens, the caller. So this is how it works, the flow works. Here, are we building anything new? Okay, in order to solve the problem? No, it's everything is existing. Okay, all we are doing is we're trying to channelize. Okay, if someone want to say, I want to know the status of the incident, I want to know the status, maybe 100,000 people call for the same issue. Okay, then these people will see that, hey, there is an incident already logged, why can't you check the status of this? And the UI is given to them, and they can look at that particular incident status, what is the current status, whether it is with this team, whether it is with the committees, or it is with these people, or whether this is with these people, where exactly the problem stays, where exactly the issue stays, what is the status. Okay, so this is just an example, okay, for understanding. Okay, and okay, second point I noted down, corruption, like zero corruption we can get. Okay, how we can get zero corruption? I think you can very well know about this design. Okay, you got some understanding. So obviously, like the citizens will make a call to help us for anything and everything. They can give some set of proofs if they have, and if they find anything wrong or weird, okay, with respect to the corruption anywhere. Okay, so all they can do is they can pass down, and they can send create a incident, and incident management office is going to get the data and pass it down the respective department. Okay, previously also it is already there, but this is one design, or one body, or one entity for everything. Okay, so the concerned team is going to work on it as per the existing process, like existing body does its job. All we are trying to do is channelizing the things. All we are doing is, hey, we have the status, and yeah, we can say, this guy may say, hey, we want to keep it confidential. Yes, so that is one of the term that will be agreed among these two. Okay, so the direct communication may happen. Okay, and in future you may say, hey, we receive lots of calls. Okay, so as a first step, what we do, we start with one piece, we add second, we add third, we add fourth service, we add fifth service, and as the days progress, we'll try to automate it. Don't worry much about the technical front, how to handle all this, leave that part. Okay, so this is also covered. And next is governance. Maybe, yeah, because anything and everything flows through this. Huge number of reports will be automatically generated dynamically. Anytime, like maybe a CM or the MLA or minister, they can just go and watch the reports. How many incidents received, how many problems are received, how many problems are created, how many incidents are closed, and like how many breached the SLA. Okay, so what is SLA again? Like, we know the resources, we are not asking the resource in the sense like any department or anyone here, we are not asking, we are not enforcing them to work more than 8 hours. Okay, we are not loading them. If the SLA is increased, like, okay, if a given the government person is already loaded with huge amount of work, okay, the SLA is going to increase, right? Maybe previously it was 3 days, now it goes to 5 days because the same resource is assigned with more amount of work. Then that shows that a resource loading we need to look at. Then we need to get more resource or how to solve it. So these kind of lots of reports, n number of reports will be dynamically generated by the one of the tool, ITIL tool as mentioned, like ServiceNow tool. Okay, so with that reports, it gives clear picture to the whole world, to the government, to check, okay, where we are and what needs to be improved. Okay, so that's what I was saying, like efficiently it can be governed. Okay, so that is governance. And state assets, this is other point I noted down. What is state assets? State assets in the sense, oh, this comes here, being. Or state assets, like each state may have their own assets, like iron ore or n number of things, right? It may be sandalwood, you can think of like whatever is there, any kind of minerals, okay, which are state owned, which are the state properties, right? So yeah, if you want to make business out of it, like if you want to make business out of it, all you do is in the status meeting, when the government is going to attend this particular meeting, or they can directly contact the beaving companies, or they can contact the beaving companies. This is group of companies, right? They can contact the beaving company and they can just place a request. Hey, why can't you open a company for this particular thing? Okay, so the money will be generated and the money will be coming up here, and government is free to just take the money. Their job is to just take the money, to earn the money, to make the business on using the state assets or sell the state related properties and get the money. And you may get, whether is there any possibility of corruption? No, this is very much tightly coupled, as explained in the design, very much tightly coupled. We have the GOC head who will do their internal audit every time, and audit team who is going to do the internal audit, and weekly status meeting where the 50 SMEs, subject matter experts are going to sit, 50 public people, media people are going to sit. They are going to raise the questions if anything comes up. Okay, it's already explained in the design. So this beaving take care of improving the state properties, state budget by making business of the state properties. Education, healthcare, it's up to the government, like yeah, as said in one of the many news channels, like the education is not good, the government education is not good, government healthcare is not good. Why can't you form a company over here? C-Wing, company one for healthcare, company one for education. All they do is ensure like good education is given in the government schools, ensure like good healthcare support is given in all the whatever healthcare hospitals we have, the government healthcare hospitals. And the possibility of corruption, it should be zero, because this is very much tightly coupled. But again, it's up to the government because it's something related to public, right? Innovation. So innovation like aving, here huge amount of money will be loaded as mentioned in the design, and these people can form n number of companies. They do study with the demand supply. They can form company A, company, they can form like tourism company, like something specific to tourism. They got the state has got good seashore, so they can come up with this one like tourism related companies. A number of companies can be created. It's up to them. There is no need to explain what company they have to create. It's the job of this GO's head. It's the job of this particular aving head. Okay, here we have head. Maybe someone like in the current market, like people are trying to achieve the zero gravity, right? Maybe a company can be formed which can take the people maybe half kilometer from the ground or 1 kilometer from ground, like not having very big targets. Just look at the market, what they can do. Okay, because the money is available, the money is loaded, and their job is to do business out of it through, it's up to them how they want to build it. Okay, you may say like what you call that, syndicate. Yeah, some companies got syndicated and they are ruling the market. You create a company for that. Someone is monarch in a given market, you create a company for that. It's up to you. Okay, so yeah, because this guy is a vast experienced, a dynamic MNC experienced guy, right? And he should be able to handle that. So a very top person should be recruited here. So this guy is recruited by whom? The retired Supreme Court judge. It was already mentioned there. And this guy were recruited by this guy. So it's already mentioned in the design. So all aving is going to do is do business with the provided money, and they do come up with the reports. They do share the plans, reports, everything, right, in this particular meeting. And forget about corruption, because this system, this newly built system should take care of it. And what it is doing, what special it is doing, it is just following the existing proven guidelines. It may be ITIL, Six Sigma, project management, program management, you take any name, they are going to use those because they are well versed in it. And what we are doing, these people are going to use those guidelines for the vast state growth. The trust is going to be improved, obviously, right? The trust in the market, no monarch, no syndicate, employment, zero unemployment. How it can be achieved? Saving we have here. Okay, assume like there is a country like where they say that, hey, who are unemployed, we are going to give some amount to you. Maybe take a example country, example state. Maybe 5,000 rupees we are going to give per person. Okay, even if you sit at home, what this company does, hey, we are going to give 6,000, 7,000, 8,000. Okay, you come and work for us. Yes, you are going to generate the products. We are going to sell that products for loss, right? We are ensuring the efforts are spent. So when the product is sold for loss, for example, a product is made, created for 25,000. One product is created which is being sold at 25,000 in the market, but the cost of the product is 29,000. So the for product maybe 4,000 loss is being made. It's fine, but what we are trying to do, we are trying to stabilize the group of people. And as the state progresses, okay, by achieving zero unemployment, although with minimum loss, we are trying to stabilize the things, okay? And as the state progresses, like the state growth progresses, more opportunities are created. Those members, those employees can be moved over here or maybe somewhere else, okay, in order to reduce that loss percentage. That is the job of this particular head. That's why they are recruited. Cyclone, priority incident, Yeah, this is again, this falls over here. If there is a cyclone or any kind of priority incident happens, then citizens are going to call the help desk, and the help desk will create a what incident? Critical incident or a high incident. So a bridge will be opened, and the concerned parties are going to join over there and ensure that is being addressed. Like so yeah, as part of the incident management, we have to ensure that the incident is closed as soon as possible. And again, we do have corrective action, preventive action, right? So that's part of the problem management, why that happened. But cyclone is something which is uncontrolled. Like, so for that, we're going to get the incident management that goes to the concerned department, and the respective measures will be taken, and the incident will be open until the actual issue is resolved. Once the cyclone is going away, like until the cyclone goes away, right? Maybe a second incident can be built in order to bring up the devastation caused or solve the devastation caused by the cyclone. Okay, so for that again, it can go to the incident management office and the incident management office. And yeah, we do have ministry, right? We do have ministry. So here are the respective departments, and their job is to take care of it. So what we are trying to do, this is doing anything new? No. What all we have to do is we have the data. We know like what happened, when it came, what steps were taken. So a number of things, everything is visible in the tool. Okay, there is other thing like there is a leader, there is a government leader, and he think that something need to be addressed. He himself can make a call over a citizen that goes to the help desk, and he can validate himself with his credentials, like any kind of token, like RSC token or anything. So once it goes to the incident, so once it gets here, it's in the process. Maybe the CM himself, he think that something need to be improved. All he do is he can make a call to here, and it may go to this department, and it may go to here, it may go to the committees. The solution will be found on the CM table. So it's automated. Parallel processing. Someone say, I want to reduce the global warming. Call them. N number of incidents. We have a solution? No. A problem management committee solution that goes to here. What steps can be taken? The consolidated steps may be approved. And it's not that everything will be happening immediately. If someone call, like everything may happen, it won't happen immediately, right? There may be a bunch of issues which are already prioritized. There may be, like someone may call and say that, hey, in my village there is no road, and I want the government to build the road. Yes, accepted. Give the response accordingly back to them post review of the particular incident, saying that yes, we do have priority incidents, and looking at the budget, we can plan for maybe next 4 years, 3 years, 5 years. Okay. So what we are trying to do is we are respecting every call, every individual call. Although yes, we are not able to do, same thing is being conveyed to them, and a planning is being made. How many calls are being put on hold? Okay, so that the priority we know, the budget we know, the planning we have, right? This is just like a Google, in Google you type something and it gives something out of it, right? So this gives the answer. Yes, it may be delivered after 10 years, but same thing is conveyed. Why also it is conveyed? Multifold GDP. Multifold GDP means, yeah, removing the corruption is not a small thing. This can be achieved by this. And productivity. No resource. Okay, in order to increase the GDP, apt usage of the resource with intelligence. Apt usage of the resource with intelligence improves the GDP. And this whole thing does that. We don't want any resource to be free or ideal. Okay, what all the barriers you have, what all the barriers those are found in the current world will be removed by this, ensuring like the efforts are being put, right? And the right intelligence is being used. What is the innovation? What is the future? What we want? How we can improve? How we can progress? Right? All explained in the design video, in that particular video given in the description. weavers. Okay, maybe just for example here, weavers, it's already explained. Maybe below poverty line weavers, their life is in stress. Okay, so you form a company for the weavers. Okay, so what government does, it's part of saving. Government is going to spend the money, is going to allocate the money for that particular company. So the company is going to take the money and give the project or the work to the below poverty weavers. Okay, to come up with the handmade clothes, right? So in that process, the company is going to get that clothes. Okay, in that process, we are stabilizing the weavers' lives, right? And what this company can do, two things. Government may ask, hey, why can't you donate to all the women for so that they can give blessings which are good for the state, like different things, different sort of things government can make, right? Or they can sell in the open market. Yeah, there was an idea already thrown how to make business from the forest related products, from the scheduled tribes, the products they come up with any kind of things. For that also the idea was also thrown. For that a company can be formed over here. In Twitter it was thrown 2 years ago, I think. Okay. Repairs. Okay, this doesn't accept only the free service. Okay, someone may say that, hey, there is a tap leakage in my house, I need a plumber. Okay, because the concept of this is for anything and everything for everyone, right? For anything and everything and for everyone. Okay, so these people can directly connect to one of the company which is formed in the group GOC A wing, which can do the work with the by taking the money, which is a paid service, right? And if something comes up over here, and then they can work with some third party which are already available, or they can work with one of the company which is available in the A wing. So this is just a materialistic topic, although I'm not interested to explain the materialistic topic, but because the complaint was received like it is like unable to understand the given design, so just for better understanding, some of the real-time examples have been taken and explained. Okay, so from here on, like you can take any problem, issue, anything, and you should be able to integrate over here. Thank you.